Hello, hello to everyone who's here, who's lurking. Hi! Hi, Stump. How are you? Good. How's Waffles? And how's Zoro? Oh, cool. What's Zoro playing? Oh yeah, I was watching you play a little bit on stream yesterday. How is it? I mean, it already sounds fun because Suika game is already pretty fun. I'll have to take a look into it because it looks really fun. Hi, Frog. How are you? I'm good. My power had gone out for like an hour-ish earlier today, so even though I had wanted to stream earlier, I really couldn't. Yeah, I mean it's okay though. I ended up going to the store and got some. I got the Mortal Kombat movie on DVD. And went to the library and like took a bunch of books out, or not books. I mean, I have a new book out that I picked up, uh, but got some movies that I haven't seen before, so maybe I'll finally get a chance to watch them. Um, so we picked up Knives Out. We picked up the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Um, Drive. Um, Rebel Without a Cause. And another movie. I know a few of them were from my younger sibling. He wanted to watch. Basically, like he has a list of movies that like Johnny Cage references, and his goal is to watch every movie that Johnny references. So it's a lot. So at least the library has a bunch of stuff that like he can just sit down and watch. But I think Knives Out might be the most anticipated for me because I've never seen it. Oh, the other one I just remembered picking up was Now You See Me. Uh so I got a lot that I could start watching. Yeah, I've only heard good things about the movie, so I want to be the judge of that and pick it up myself, so, or like, to watch it. Dang, Castlevania, I don't want to listen to this one. That's not skipping it, it's just... There we go. But at least I wanted to give some movies a shot, and I have time. Like they give me like what 3 weeks to watch the movies, so I got some time. Mr. Incredible from The Incredibles, I got time. Oh, and I picked up some pizza today. Haven't had pizza in a little while, so it's been good. Yeah, it's not like our local place, unfortunately. But we picked up like Domino's and stuff like that because the power was out for like over an hour. So I didn't really want to risk opening the refrigerator when when there's no power. So I was just like, I'm just gonna buy food. But now we have leftovers, so I always like doing that anyway. I've always been a Pizza Hut kind of person, but I know not everyone is. Like if I had to choose like the like which pizza places like I'd get pizza from more often, it would be like my local pizza place. Well, I say local, but now they're like more than like an hour drive practically. Um, then Pizza Hut, then Domino's. I'm not a huge fan of like Papa John's or anything like that. I haven't had enough Little Caesars to know if I like it or not. Oh, yeah. The mountains were pretty good if I remember. Today's soundtrack is brought to you by Castlevania Curse of Darkness. It's been a while since I played the game, but I remember some songs were my favorite. I was reading more of my book today, and I'm like pissed off about it. It's gotten to the point where I'm like I don't know what's happening, and that's a bad thing. But I know some of the stuff that was happening in the book had already pissed me off to like a good degree, so I'm like, yeah. Like, certain characters just dying, and it's just like, then why did you make them the way that they are just to kill them off? And especially since I still have a good 200 some pages left in this book. I mean, I'm still determined to finish it, but man, kind of upsetting for our final book to feel like this, especially since I enjoyed the first two a lot. Oh, that's probably why it feels a little off. I forgot her curls. I'm just trying to think about like how many drawings I want to do today. Or how intense I want to be doing them as well. But I hope you all are having a great day today. If not, it's no worries. Tomorrow's another day. No sworries. That sounds like a weird combination of word. Or like a soiree. Yeah, but no worries. We're here to chill today. I feel like I draw slash color in a way that I usually do for my own, like drawings on paper. So it's usually like always messy and never really correct. I know everyone's just like, oh, but you can always just like use the, the fill tool or anything like that, but it doesn't have the same feeling for me. Oh, I love this song. I know that for sure. I had it on my YouTube favorites, so I know I like this one. I still need to play the rest of the Castlevania series. I specifically need to get around to playing like the classics ones, like the classic collection ones, because I've played every single GBA and DS ones from the two collections, but I haven't gotten around to playing the rest of them on from the very first collection they released. Castlevania is like a very, I guess like some games can be like kind of I like them because of the aesthetics of them. And then I kind of grew in love the gameplay style. I know it helped inspire the idea of Metroidvanias because that is half of the name, but I actually don't think Metroidvania as a title should exist because it I don't know, it just feels like you're combining two names and that's kind of I don't know, it's not as fun. Like when you think of like a shoot 'em up, they're called shmups and I think that name is so fun. But like you call something a Metroidvania and it's just like, oh, that I don't know, it feels like then you know everything about it. I don't know. I'm not making myself very compelling about this argument, but I feel like there should be a different name than Metroidvania. um, but I absolutely adore Castlevania with all of my heart. Uh, the the characters, the music, the just the general story. I've fallen in love with a lot. Um, and the fact that the new game is coming out in October, like my birth month, I am very excited. I would definitely say that like if you had wanted to get into a Castlevania game, I think the easiest would end up being well, I mean Symphony of the Night is like the pinnacle of the genre because it got everyone into it. But I know now I mean it's on like PlayStation stores, but it's not like on PC. So yeah, Symphony of the Night is the one that everyone goes for. Um, but if you wanted like a easier, more modern day, um, like Castlevania to ever play, I I think the DS collection might be the best way to do it. Um, I loved Order of Ecclesia. That is like one of my favorites from the collection, but it's also not really anywhere near like the other Castlevanias, which makes it really hard. That's I think the other thing that every Castlevania game is slightly different in what they want to portray, because like it's not the same characters. Like the DS titles follow a completely different crew, so it's like not really, the same thing that you're expecting. The Game Boy Advance ones, you got a lot of games that might not be the best option to play as a newcomer. I mean, Circle of the Moon is fine, but getting everything is not the greatest in the world, and I remember getting a little bit lost in the map for that. Um, like the good thing with like the DS titles is that you really can't get lost because like there's different maps and stuff like that to go around, so you kind of are not really risking yourself being lost in the game. Like they act more like general RPGs than like what I guess the idea of a Metroidvania or Castlevania game would be in your mind. Um, though speaking of which, I still need to get through Hollow Knight, and I'm not I'm not streaming that game. Just because of the fact that like I am constantly getting lost, and I will like just literally look up a guide for that, and I feel awful to do so. So I'm like, no thanks. Plus, I don't want the fan base to come at me and be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, I don't know." So there's certain games where I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just not gonna stream it." Same thing with whenever the next Deltarune chapter comes out. I'm not streaming that. Uh, just because I don't want uh, people to be like, "Did you hear about this thing at the very end of the chapter?" And I don't want to get spoiled for that, so. And then the other game, like another thing of games that I will definitely not be streaming live is like horror games. I do not do well with those. So I will not do those. I was thinking of doing a redeem of like people can redeem for X amount of like points, and they can suggest a game uh, that, or I might like do like a here's all the list of games I have, suggest for me to play one of them live on stream type of thing. Because even though I feel like there's some games I would love to stream on, online and stuff like that, I just have a backlog. So whatever gets me through the backlog faster would be great. Oops, that is not what I meant to do. But yeah, this Sunday I was thinking about streaming some more Spyro. Specifically start on Spyro 2. Like on stream and stuff like that. And then also learn how to pace myself with games when I'm streaming. Because I know I love playing games on stream. Because they're pretty easy to just kind of put it out and then I don't have to worry about anything else. But I also don't want another situation of playing like almost 5 hours of Spyro in a single sitting. That could have been qualified for a speedrun. Yeah, I can do that as like a sketch kind of thing. I can do it as like a full-fledged like drawing. I guess like I could just like be whatever I feel like I can muster for that kind of thing. I do need. I think that's actually a really good question. I should specify that a little bit better. Um, but I'm more than happy to do like full-fledged drawing for that. Is there? Understood. That's just in the song. That is true, yeah. Yeah, I'll do that as I grow. Or like maybe have different tiered versions of it. So like tier 1 is a plain sketch of said character. Oh boy. Yeah, so I think the idea is maybe like a tiered list system. So like get a sketch of a character with X amount of points. Get a colored version of said character for this much type of thing. Oh gosh, I could. I could also. It'd be kind of funny if like draw a character from memory, because I am awful at that. Like, draw a Pokemon from memory, because there's a lot of Pokemon. And my memory for Pokemon is garbage, so I think it'd be really funny to have like me draw a Pokemon and then like it's like the worst thing known to man. I might do that. At least maybe in replacement of this current one. Like maybe replacing the whatchamacallit, like this current tier list with have me draw said character from memory. I guess this song just has bubble like sounds playing every now and then. I did also change how frequently the ads show up on my stream, and for like a much longer period of time for the ad to appear. So hopefully that um, that helps a little bit. Oh, thank you. I do need a drink. Thank you, Random. How are you? Oh, nice. Are you gonna be streaming some of that? I totally understand that. That is also very, you know, I was trying to think of the word, but I do understand just wanting to stream or like to do that privately. Originally, I was gonna do that with this stream as well, but I was just like, especially if you have a lot to do, sometimes you just want to get it all done without having to worry about like other people like seeing it at the same time. Yeah, I do get that. So it might have been for the best to have just done a lot of the editing behind the scenes without being on stream. But at least now we can like, you know, do some co-working and stuff like that. Like you edit while I do some drawing and stuff like that. So I think that's always fun, where it's just like, you know, we just hang out, we just chill, like it would be like a call. I'm so excited for this next Castlevania game. I'm probably not gonna stream that either, just because I've been waiting so long for it and I feel like I'm gonna end up crying, and I'm not about to do that live, so. Though I did want it, was really tempted to try to get Sonic Crossworlds working on stream, because I need to catch up on the event. The event started today, so I had wanted to play that. Oh, that would do it, wouldn't it? I wanted to take this time to say thank you for everyone. Oh, I realized my mic was like 5 inches away from my face. Wanted to say thank you, everyone, for, for joining me, staying here with me. I'm gonna be continuing for a while, but I'd just like to say thanks. Didn't realize I closed out. Oops. But you all make it really fun to be here. So thank you. If I ever did like a just chilling type of day chat, I mean, I feel like technically this counts as like chilling type of chat anyway, so. And I get to draw something while I do that. I think I like these a lot better than my original idea of like, oh, let's just do a regular like chatting. And I'm like, what would I talk about if I'm not doing something? I don't remember this song at all. Where in the game was that? Was it like a failed like thing? Oh, no. Oh, I don't even remember. Wow, I must have not even remembered anything from this Castlevania. Even though I played it. Oh, I never had Pumpkin. That would do it. I'm like looking at the name of the song titles. I'm like, who the heck is that? Though I will warn you all now that I believe... Oh, it doesn't show it. I guess maybe not yet. I know an ad should be rolling around soon in the future. So I'm giving you all the heads up now. I am the chaotic artist that I don't even write down what my layer is. I just kind of draw and I'm like, that's my layer. And then get confused about which layer I was just on. Is it raining again? Oh, I'm so sick and tired of the rain. I like rain, but I'm tired of seeing it every day. Let's actually take a look at a picture of Star Fox stuff. It's been a while since I've played Star Fox. The only games I've played officially from the series is, I wanted to call it Dinosaur Planet for a reason, Star Fox Adventures and Star Fox's Soul. Those are the only Star Fox games I've played. As much as I'm enjoying my Curse of Darkness, I think I might play some more a different Castlevania song. Oh, good. Yeah, I've that's why I've been playing video game music when I'm doing like work and stuff like that. It keeps me a little bit more motivated than my usual playlist does. So I've just been like, yeah, let's just put on something else. Uh, whoop, whoop, and I whoop, whoop. Where are you going? No! Come back here. if I was better at Dead Cells, I'd play Dead Cells on stream. But I'm not about to do that to myself either. This character is such a little goofball. I love him. Oh no, his eyes are a little off on the flip side. Oh no. Oof. I haven't stretched in a bit. Alright, there it is. Let's see. I would love to see a live action, like a live orchestral thing for Castlevania. I would drop money on that in like a heartbeat. But I don't believe they have. Which Konami is missing out on, because there's a lot of good potential for that. Though I do also see that I have a ad break coming up in the next couple of minutes, in like at least 2 minutes. So if you want to grab like a drink of water or anything like that, what I might do closer to when the ad break is gonna start, I'm probably gonna take like a little stretcher, a little break, just to stretch my limbs and everything like that. Yeah, I know. I tend to like listen to a lot of the Castlevania soundtrack just to like focus. And it does wonders. Just because it's like I mean they figured it out. They cracked the code on that one. On like getting me to focus. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick little break, so I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Thank you so much for your patience. I had a donut. My neck's been hurting since, like, this morning, because I kind of slept badly. So, it's been kind of bugging me, but... I'll live. I'm gonna do the glasses on another layer, just because I want to color them differently. I think I've had my fair share of, like, whenever I played Castlevania, I, like, would pass out to the music. And it's not because the game was boring, but I would play the game when I'm, like, super tired. I tend to do that a lot, too, where, like, I just start playing a game when, like, I know I should just be asleep. And then I'm just like, I wake up and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. my goodness. Just draw a simple circle. Please. Thank you. No. And now my friend is playing Persona 5, another one, not the one that I sent to raid yesterday. Eventually I'll get around to playing Persona. It's just gonna be a little while until I do so. I know I have a list of things that I need to do that I want to do for stream, like to improve it. And like that list includes like doing the emotes and stuff like that. Finding sound alerts that I want to use. Updating like my banners and stuff like that. So like it has like a little info, a little bio tag. Like maybe on the days that I'm not doing ArtFight or the next event that I'm gonna be doing, maybe I might start doing that, like to start like doing the stream to get them started. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's just gonna be a lot of thinking because it's that one scene from SpongeBob of like Plankton. He's just like, I didn't think I'd get here, and that's what I'm thinking about. I'm like, I didn't think I'd get here, and especially with how fast I got there too. I'd like to thank every single one of you to helping me get here already. It's crazy. Today might be a shorter one. Like, I think it's similar to how I did it yesterday, where it's just like, I might do finish this one and then start another like sketch one to begin for next one for the for like if I stream tomorrow, which I'm not sure yet. I know I need to start doing my Sonic Crossworlds um because that's it's a short event type of thing, so I need to, well, I say need. I've been up to date with every event that's come out. So I'd like to keep up to date with every event. Um, so I want to make sure that I at least like stay on top of that. What's this? Like if I was able to stream me playing the game, I definitely would. Um, because it is a very tedious grind. Hello, how are you? How's it going? It's going. That's good at least. I need to change the eyes. Yeah, I think my next steps definitely for like for future streams would be figuring out how to play my console games properly. Well, I say properly, but more so just like if an Elgato is worth it in my current setup. Because I'd love to play, like, console games and stuff like that. Because I own a lot of console games. And it'd be a shame to not be able to play them. I guess I could, where, like, if, like, I need to do more research on it. Maybe, like, if I had like, a friend kind of, like, bring theirs over or something like that, and I could always test it out just to see how it runs on in my current, like, setup, as opposed to me, like, buying it and then it's not worth it in the end kind of thing. Because genuinely, but the biggest issue that I have... Oh, thank you. Let me get some hydration. I was looking into getting an Elgato specifically. I mean, if there's another brand that does the same thing that that I'm looking to do, then that's amazing, honestly. Basically, it's just getting a capture card. Yeah, I will drink. Hold on. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was looking to get a capture card of some yeah, for the consoles, yeah. Like, I have a lot of different consoles and stuff like that. So the games that or the consoles that I have for like gaming and stuff like that include the original Xbox, the PlayStation 1 / PlayStation 2. I have the Wii, I have the Wii U, I have the PlayStation 5, I have a Dreamcast, I have a, I mean, 3DS is not gonna be doable just yet. I have the regular Switch, and then I have the Switch 2. So I just have a lot of games and stuff like that. Oh, heck. Sunshine is one of my favorites. The GameCube was such a goated system. I also still have my GameCube, so... let's see. I guess I might do it that way with the USB to HDMI adapter, because I think right now, so I will say the biggest hurdle I have with streaming games is because my computer is on the opposite side of the room. So to get the wire from from the console to the computer doesn't really seem that feasible without me having to, like, wrap it around my room so it doesn't get in the way of anything else. Like, I currently have an HDMI cable running through like, almost through, not through the ceiling, but, like, wrapping my wall, just to reach my computer, because sometimes I want to play games in bed from, like, from Steam, and I don't want to be at my desk all the time. Or, like, I want to watch, like, Dropout and stuff, and the PS5 doesn't have a Dropout app, so I kind of end up just not having an easy way to access it. Yeah, this is someone's OC. Their OC's name is Louie. Yeah, so it's Maz, Louie, and Cooper. The middle one's name is Cooper. Originally, I was just gonna draw Cooper because look at his face. Look at that face. There's nothing behind those eyes. Nothing. Um, but then I'm like, they're a family. I can't be splitting apart the family like that. So I drew all three of them. I would die for Cooper too. I don't even know who like how it goes, like who Cooper is in real. Like I know Cooper is like their child. Like Cooper is Louie's child, according to this person's like OC base or like the OC like lore. But I'm like, man, Cooper's a keeper. Cooper is top tier. Oh, that's an eraser tool. I'm like wondering why is it's coloring differently because I'm erasing it. Ah, is this the doppelganger fight? No, it's not, but they just sounded very similar. Hi Zoro. How's it going? Yay! That's so good to hear. Well, I forget how some of the songs go. We're just like I finished those boss fights in like me. Yeah, I I do that very often. Yeah, I mean the minute you told us that you told Zeph and I, we were like, we gotta go, we gotta go. You underestimate the ability that cats have on specifically Zeph. For me, I'm more of a dog person than a cat person, which people are like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Well, I've had dogs growing up, so I've become a dog person." Yeah, for real. I'm allergic to ah. Oh, you didn't have to. Oh, thank you. Oh. Thank you, Joel. No, Joel. Thank you. I still need to do something nice for people who do, like, subscribe and everything like that. I haven't figured it out yet. I apologize ahead of time. I wanted to figure out something nice. I don't know if I wanted to do, like, subscribers get, like, a commission from me type of thing or what, but I'm still thinking about it. Ah! Ah! Oh! Oh, thank you. Yeah, I wanted to do like a drawing or something like that for like you know, for people who subscribe. I'm not vibing with this song. What the heck? I mean, I am near the end of the album, so I guess that makes sense. But thank you. It means so much to me. Oh, thank you for lurking. You, you really didn't have to. I really appreciate it. I hope you know that. Oh, that's... Oh, thank you. We gotta play games again. That's what we gotta do. We gotta play games again. Uh, I was gonna say you wanna do like Barony or something like that one of these days. I've had it since 2022, I wanna believe. I've had it for a little while. Uh, I had gone to Magfest. Like I I haven't really delved deep into Barony. Like I've only just touched like the tutorial, because if I know myself, I'm gonna jump in and then not understand anything that I'm doing. So I'm like, tutorial it is. But I haven't even finished the tutorial because like my brain just didn't understand one of the things, and I'm like, oh no. Huh. But yeah, so uh, is there? I'm trying to think if I wanted to ask, like, is there stuff that you all would like to see me do as like a thank you for subscribing? Like, does the drawing for subscribing sound like a good idea? I was thinking of eventually maybe doing like a suggest a game for me to play on stream or something like that, where I could like look into it. Like I know some people are like, you should definitely play this one, but like, you know, oh no, oh no no no, I said it earlier. I don't like horror games. Me and horror games do not mix. I am a wimp. I don't have, well actually I have anchor arms. Yeah, I am a wimp when it comes to that. Like, I can watch it just fine, but me playing it myself is like a huge, like, no one's gonna see the end of me playing it. But I also am not, I don't know if there's certain games that I'm not gonna, like, want to drop money for. Um, just because I'm just like, no, no, that's, like, I have a lot of games that I already have, like, kind of, like, queued up to play. Um, but, like, as like a little thing for like people who are like, you should definitely try. Like I would love to be able to play certain games that people are like really interested in, uh, like in seeing. That So Xenoblade is on my list of things to play, but I don't own it. I mean, I could always probably borrow it from someone. Not Corpse Party. So I do have a kind of thing against blood. I'm not the greatest when it comes to blood. Like, there are certain games I have completely like dropped because of like blood and gore and stuff like that. I remember I had started playing. If you've known or heard of the game The Darkness? I have tried to play it, and it very much got me like sick to the point yeah, yeah, The Darkness cannot. I could not handle it. I was just not. I was not having a good time. So, like, I will say I have a hard limit for stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, from what I've kind of heard or seen from, it's excessive blood. It's, I'm trying to think of the best way to do it. So, like, I have played. I'm trying to think of like the game that had like the most blood and I was totally fine with. I mean, I don't really count. Like the thing is, it's Mortal Kombat is really rough for me. I can't like the only Mortal Kombat game that this is dumb. It's dumb as hell. Basically, I am fine with like Shaolin monks and like the spin-off games. Like that's not even let me see. I wanted to grab another OST. My younger sibling's favorite series is Mortal Kombat, so of course I have seen a lot of Mortal Kombat stuff, but there is a lot of blood in it. I watched the movie with them because they wanted to see it with someone, and I'm like, sure, we'll go together. I had to make sure I ate something before I even watched the movie because if I didn't, I would actually faint. So there's certain things I do have to set a hard limit on. Which I'll probably like put into better detail, like if I decide to do the like let's suggest a game for me, because I don't want someone to suggest something and it's actually like not something I'm willing to spend my money or like my actual like energy into. And like there's certain games that like I know that people in my life would be happy to see me play or like know about the series. Like my boyfriend, he's been wanting me to at least know the general story for like Danganronpa. At least the blood in that is not like realistic looking, so I think it should be fine. Yeah, I think the other thing is that like there's certain games that like I'm not like I feel like mentally okay with. It's hard to put into words. I've been totally like, I don't know. Uh, Friends of mine have been wanting me to play like Slay the Princess, and I'm on the fence about it. Like I installed the game, so we'll see if if that's what I want to play. But yeah, again, like a lot of this stuff is not like set into stone of like what I want to do as like a both subscriber goal, or not like a goal, but like a subscriber like thank you, as well as a like a points redeem type of thing. Again, like after having just hit affiliate, I was like, I have this uh like I didn't think I'd get here type of moment. So I was not fully prepared at all. I'm like, oh, we're here. That's crazy. I mean, so I am going to end up playing Persona at I don't know when. I know that is on my list of things to play. Um, Mainly because I have a lot of the games myself. Like, I mean, yeah, I've been hearing people being. I mean, I will say I've heard people being on the fence about it because of like the voice casting and stuff like that. But I'm also not sure because I haven't played the original, so I don't know what to expect. All I know from the Persona series is the music is a bop, like all the time, and I only know bits and pieces because I watch Gnarly's videos, like whenever he does, whenever he does like a challenge video on Persona, I end up passing out to them in a good way. Like I like will literally like rewatch the video just to pass out. So yeah, so eventually like I will play the Persona series. Same thing, I'm starting with Final Fantasy. I never actually got a chance to play Final Fantasy myself, so we are starting with one. I know that's a very controversial take, but we're starting with one. It's more so that like for me, I don't mind one way or another. Oh no, I know the stories are not linked for Final Fantasy. I wanted to play anything from Final Fantasy, and I don't know if I want to start with 7 because everyone always starts with 7. Like I want to see the progression of the titles. A lot of people are saying that 10 and 16 would be my go-tos, honestly. I DMC is my one of my favorite games, so 16 would be pretty up there in terms of like my style of gameplay. Yeah, 8 was Squall. I mean, Squall is very hot, so I'm like, I gotta get around to that. But then people are telling me that 10 would also be another one that I'd be really into, so I wanted to do that. Today's stream brought to you by Castlevania. More and more Castlevania, because that is like one of my favorite games of all time. We're listening to Horde of Ecclesia, because that's one of my actual favorite titles on the DS. Let's see. Yes, we just finished listening to Symphony of the Night music, and then let's see, starting from the worst to the best. Oh, that's fun. I never got into Hell of a Boss, but it is something that I was looking into. I hope you have a good day at work. Good day, good night, a good time zone for work. That still sounds very fun. Yeah, I totally get that. Starting from the worst to the best would be a fun way to do it. I guess that's kind of why I was looking into playing, FF1 and then going up. I will say I have exactly one Fire Emblem game, and I don't think this was the best entry for me to have gotten into the game at all. I own Shadow Dragon on the DS. I don't think that was the best option for me to have played. But maybe at some point I'll look into it because it is a style of a genre of game. Yeah, so Fire Emblem is like a genre of game that I'm not the greatest at. Like tactic games are not my strong suit, I will say. Uh so that'll be something if I ever get around to playing it on stream. Yeah, I'll definitely think about the Fire Emblem series. Another one that maybe I'll get into would be Octopath Traveler, because I've been seeing that popping up. I have a lot of games on my to be played and stuff, so but I think I will stick with the games that I currently have on my, eventual streaming list. I might make that a list of games, and what I'll do is that when it comes time for me to play a game after Spyro and Final Fantasy, maybe I'll be like, hey, let's throw a poll and here's what games I'm gonna offer and stuff like that. So I think that'd be fun. Oh, yeah, I just finished Banjo-Kazooie. I'm trying to get through 2E right now. 2E is a bigger game, and I'm getting myself lost a lot. But I enjoyed my time with Banjo-Kazooie. So I used to not be able to play Banjo-Kazooie before. Growing up, I still get this way with some games, but I get motion sickness with certain titles, and Banjo-Kazooie was one of those titles. I would just not I would not feel well. But I think when it came out on the Switch, it was a little bit easier for me to handle. I'm not sure what changed, but uh, I think that's probably what it was. Like, something about the Switch version made it a lot easier for me to play. Um, so I very much am happy whenever I was just like, I finally was able to play the game that I knew I would enjoy. I just kept getting sick. I mean, same. So I will say the biggest reason why I haven't even watched Avatar, I know, big shocker, I haven't watched The Last Airbender, is because of the same reason. I get stomach sick, I get motion sickness from watching the show. And every time I tell people, they're like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, it just does. No. Oh. Yeah, I get really bad like stomach sickness from it. Like I get like, it's like just I don't know what it is. I've tried. Like it's like maybe I need to retry it again under like maybe a different TV or something like that, but I struggle with it too. No, I mean, I'm glad I didn't, but because I would have cried if I did, because that movie is so good. But no, I don't know what causes it. Yeah, I need to see what exactly, like, pinpoint exactly what's causing me to, feel that way or get that way, because it is not every thing of media that causes me to feel like motion sickness, but I've noticed that like there's just certain things, even if it's not like inherently like very like I was gonna call it motive, like it just makes me feel ill. And I don't know, it makes me upset because there's a lot of cool things that I'd like to watch, but then I can't watch it. Yeah, I guess you can call like an overstimulation type of thing. Um, because I just end up just not feeling great. And I'm like, I just want to enjoy this piece of media. Alright, that one is done. Let's see. Have I started the next reference? I sure haven't. I'm having a tough time deciding which one I want to put onto the screen next. I tend to save my ArtFight references so that with like the number on it, like their like ID code and stuff and like the name. But I'm struggling to figure out what I want to do next. Let's do this one. I can't tell if those are ears or horns. Like this. Oh. Because this is one thing. And then these are another. I mean, it might be ears because it's got the paw thing going on. Uh, like today or in general, like how long have I been doing art for? Because today has only been a few hours. Oh, in life. Uh, I I'd like to say since like 5th grade, I've been like actively drawing more. Um, so roughly 20 some years, I'd say. Uh, I did go to like art college, I will say too. And not everyone has to go to an art college. Um, I will say that like it helped me understand the fundamentals better. Um, because sometimes I just need that person to like look up to for the fundamentals and stuff like that. I still struggle with a lot of my stuff too. I mean, even it doesn't matter when you start doing it. It's as long as you started doing it at all. And I think it's always a fun thing to like get better over time. The reason why I love doing ArtFights so much is because I can actually freely practice, you know, people's like drawings and stuff like that, like their OCs, like they're giving me permission to like see their work and like have the chance to like, you know, reciprocate in kind and stuff like that. I tend to use it as like a training ground. I say training ground as like a practice ground to um, for me to do more works of my own. I know I actually still have some from like previous art fight years that I like absolutely am like, I did that. Like I, you know, was able to do this piece. Like, and then there's some where I'm like, man, I did that. Like, in a, in a more like, damn, like who is this person? Like it just is really like it's always different. Yeah, I feel that. Like, um, there are some paintings I used to do, like oil paintings and stuff like that, that I like look at and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. It really is like a good sign because like if you can look back and admire the stuff that you have done before, uh, what Frog had suggested to me, which I think is a really fun idea, would be to show off like my old pieces on stream and then like redraw them for uh for what I would do now. And I think that'd be a really fun idea to show people what I used to do like middle school and like early high school and stuff like that. I still have all my sketchbooks from, from that time. So it shouldn't be too hard for me to find, examples and stuff like that to try to do something. Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry. Oh. That's really heartbreaking. I don't think so. I don't think it's mid. I haven't seen your work just yet, but I would love to take a look. I'm not gonna do it on stream. I always love to see other people's works and stuff like that. And I know you said you were just like, um, that you wish you started sooner. But I do think that it's always nice to be able to know that you started, doing that at all, and that like your progress will eventually show through. But also, I will say, as like someone who's been doing art for a while, copying can help, like tracing, but never claiming it as your own. Like, there's a reason why there's such things as like the masterworks and stuff like that. It's the idea that you were learning of how to make the work exactly look the same as like the old painters and sculpts, like old artists and stuff like that. I've been wanting to do like actual like masterworks to practice like just generally like getting better. Yeah, again, at least that's a good thing to help you learn. Um I know that like it helps too to do that to like I guess people call it like a style. I kind of took a lot of my inspiration from like both comics and anime. So it's just a matter of like what inspires you to keep going. And like if you could find a way to blend those together. That's how I at least do it. Um, I will also say that as someone who's been doing art uh, for a while, like, or at least wanting to, like, basically do it a little bit more professionally, like, I've learned that line weight is so important, but also not to fret over the small stuff, because, like, your eyes do also, like, I was gonna say deceive you, but, like, you learn of what is important, and then you can, like, keep going with, um, you know, like, in your mind, like, oh, this is important to show, this is not important to show. Like, so that's why, like, whenever you look at other works, you can see, like, what they decided was important for us to see. Usually that's, like, shadows or lighting. But I also have learned not to stay in the same place for very long. I don't focus on line work or line art myself. Like, if you take a look at, like, all the stuff that I've been drawing today, I don't really use, like, the pen tool as much with, like, a good stabilizer. I tend to just do, like, hey, this is the paintbrush, let me do lines on it. I don't make a dedicated vector line. I don't like vector. Because I come from a background of, like, painting. So, it's tough. For me, at least, to be like, yeah, like, I can show you all the tips and tricks I've learned with digital. I'm like, no, I can't. And I know there's easier ways to do certain things. I just don't do them. Like, I color in manually because that's easiest for me. Another thing is, like, breaking it down into shapes. Oops, did not mean to close the app. So I'll show it with this example. So I was doing it earlier because I needed to. Yeah, I haven't been the best at drawing chibis myself because it's learning how to make the proportions look right. So I know for me, with, like, we'll take a look at this person's work and stuff like that, where, like, I was just breaking down, like, oh, this horn or this ear and this ear are triangles. This one, the head, I mean, you can do, like, a box. Typically I've heard that people do boxes more often for heads right now than they do circles, just because you can get more detailed later, right? You don't have to focus on this side because it's not really what you're, like, you can add that as, like, your flair for later. And then I know this is, like, the plane. Like, so the biggest thing with drawing is, I hate to say it, there's a lot of math. It's just, and, like, learning perspective. And I struggled with that a lot. I still do. Because it is, I will say I also have the worst vision when it comes to that. So, like, what I think looks correct ends up being, like, 100% wrong. I can't draw a straight line to save my life, but I could draw a circle. I can't draw an ellipse correct because I don't know. because it involves a straight line. So I've always been like a very loose artist. Like, I've kind of just accepted that, like, the lines will eventually work in my favor. Am I on the wrong layer? I'm on the wrong layer! Yeah, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it, or like to at least help out in some way, shape, or form, because it's a mixture of shapes. I sometimes do. I flip my canvas. I've started doing that a lot more often. Yeah, the lines will, yeah. I mean, thinking about it, or it's just like, eventually something works. Another thing that I've noticed too is that, if I ever feel, like, not confident, like if I'm unconfident with my work, I will actually, like, stop what I'm drawing and do something else and walk away from it. Because there are days that it just won't look right at all. And you will have to come in with a brand new set of eyes. Because that does happen. Oh, heck, I love this one. Yeah, so I started flipping them, because if I can't show it here because I actually drew the face pretty decently. I will often just see it in the face, and specifically for me in the arms, because you're working with perspective. Yeah, that's basically like a good way to do it. Like, eventually come back to it and, you know, notice that something's wrong. One of my art fights ended up taking me so much longer because I wasn't feeling it. I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It took me a while to even understand what it was, and I'm like, oh, I get it now. It was because I did the whole pose wrong. And also, I will say references are your best friends. Earlier you had missed it, but I actually, I can pull it up. I gotta save this one. No, wait, no I don't. Because it will just open up another one. So this one, the one that I just started the stream off with. So this is Nova. Let me pull it up. So, I had this reference pulled up. References become your best friend. I will say that, either having a reference to what you're drawing, whether it's yourself, photo bashing what you want, because photo bashing is actually pretty useful. I haven't done it myself that much because I tend to, like, you know. Yeah, so using references, thank you, yeah. So references are big help. very loose lines, I will say, for like figure drawing. If you wanted to learn how to draw the the body or the figure more, um, there's I haven't gotten the best at it yet. Like the whole line of action, I will say that's not something I have a strong suit in. So I can't be a guide on that. Um, but it's like there's a lot of things that like we're still practicing on. Like I'm still practicing my perspective. I'm still practicing lighting and shading and all that stuff. Like I always run across like different um tutorials online of like how to do XYZ thing. And I always love seeing what tips, tricks, etc. people have, and sometimes I use it in my own work. Oh, that's not right. I still struggle with trees. Um, Actually, I still struggle with a lot of stuff. I will say I'm not the greatest when it comes to that. Um, but from what I've seen a lot online about things in nature, is it really is about the rendering. It's getting the textures and stuff like that. Like, um, I've learned to love my texture brushes a lot more. Um, on like actual like digital programs. Uh, when I'm actually painting them on like my oil paints and stuff like that, I've always loved texture. Um, but like remembering that like, oh, I have the hiccups. Remembering I have the hiccups. Um, what was I gonna say? The hiccups. The hiccups got me. Good. Um, yeah, it's really just about like how is the light affecting the coloration? If there is any light, how is this texture affecting the shape that you see overall? Like maybe one of these days, like I'll do like like a reference photo of like let's draw or paint a landscape as like practice and stuff like that, and see what I can do to improve. There's always things to improve upon, and I think that's always fun. How long have you been? Oh, wow. I didn't realize the time. Alright, what I think I will actually end up doing is just finishing up this outline for the day. Which I'm practically done anyway with the outline. Maybe next stream I'll do this as like a grayscale. I haven't done that in a while and I'm very excited. Oh, that's so exciting. Yeah, I mean, since you just followed me on Instagram, I'll be sure to check out your stuff too. I know that I'm still debating about it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I wanted to think about like if having a Discord for my stuff is necessary or not. I haven't thought about it yet. As I mentioned before, I haven't thought about a lot. Head empty kind of day. Oh, yeah, so I had my messages on Instagram like blocked. Not like blocked, but like I have to accept the request first, so I'll do that like after stream is over, basically. I mean, so I will say that most of the stuff that you see on social media is the stuff that I post like on, like that's like the art that I end up producing anyway. Like but like if you want to see like sketchbook pages and stuff like that, just so then you could get an idea of like what my typical sketching is like. Yeah, I did that for Inktober. Which is another fun thing to do. Like if you have no idea what to draw, they give you prompts and stuff like that. Nice. Alright, I think I'm gonna be done for the night. I've been streaming for a little while anyway. Plus I need to, you know, take a break anyway. I've been doing this for a bit anyway. But I hope you all have a amazing rest of your night. Let me see. Let me see who else is gonna stream, or if he's still streaming. Trying to. Good night. I hope you have a nice rest of your night. I'm trying to see who to raid into. Alright, let me... Yes, this Castlevania music decided to be intense right when I needed the most. Thanks for your patience. I'm still trying to figure out who to raid.
What the? I'm a snake now? I have no fucking idea. I'm a snake now. My length is 5 foot 10 feet 20. That's a long face. Go fucking kill yourself.
Alright. I will send you off with my friend Jojo again.
It said like 8 hours when I looked it up.
Well, I hope you all have a great rest of your night. I hope everything is good. I will see about streaming tomorrow. It is still up in the air about it, but I will see. But I hope you all have a nice rest of your night, day, time zone. Bye bye. Actually, hold on. It's getting the raid ready.
Sword guy.
Good night. Have fun.
No. I could never. Been nothing but kind to me. Oh shit! You got my buddy Gab.